The smell of burnt coffee filled the air, mixing with the faint scent of floor polish and disinfectant. It was 5:30 a.m., and the skyscraper still slept. Only one man was awake inside, Samuel, the janitor. He was always the first to arrive and the last to leave, quietly sweeping through the marble floors of a company that paid him just enough to keep the lights on at home. He never complained. Not when his shoes wore out. Not when his son needed extra medication he couldn't afford. Not even when people pretended he didn't exist. He believed in one thing: doing his job with pride, no matter who was watching. That morning, as Samuel bent to clean the counter beside the company's massive espresso machine, the one only executives were allowed to touch, his mop handle accidentally nudged something loose. A small folded note slipped out from behind the machine and landed at his feet. Curious, Samuel picked it up. The paper was thick, like the kind used for expensive stationery. He unfolded it carefully, expecting maybe a shopping list or forgotten memo. Instead, he read, "Greater than, I wish I could trade all of this for one honest friend, M." Samuel blinked. The handwriting was neat but heavy, like someone who'd written in frustration. He turned the note over, no other clue. Just that one letter, M. He tucked it into his pocket, meaning to throw it away later. But something about the sadness in those words wouldn't leave his mind. That day, the building buzzed with energy. Employees rushed, phones rang, meetings piled up, and above it all, at the very top floor, the billionaire CEO, Marcus Langford, sat behind his glass desk, staring at the city he practically owned. To the world, Marcus had everything: money, power, fame. But inside, he felt empty. His wife had left years ago, tired of his obsession with business. His friends, mostly people who wanted favors. His employees smiled at him out of fear, not respect. He'd written that note one late night, after everyone had gone home, and tucked it behind the coffee machine, the same one where he often hid just to feel normal, for a few minutes. He'd never meant for anyone to find it. That week, Samuel kept thinking about the note. Each night, he'd clean the empty break room, glance at the coffee machine, and imagine who M was. A lonely worker, a heartbroken manager. He didn't know, but it stirred something in him, a strange sympathy for someone who, like him, felt unseen. Then one evening, while cleaning near the CEO's office, Samuel overheard voices. Two executives were talking. Mr. Langford canceled another meeting. Ever since that shareholder fight, he's been distant, one said. Maybe he's finally realizing money can't fix loneliness, the other joked. Samuel froze. Marcus Langford. Could it be? A week later, fate made the connection undeniable. Samuel was mopping in the lobby when he noticed Marcus himself standing near the coffee machine, alone. The billionaire looked tired, his tailored suit wrinkled, his tie loosened. He poured coffee, spilled some, and cursed quietly. Samuel instinctively handed him a napkin. Here, sir. Marcus looked at him, really looked, for the first time. Thank you, Samuel, sir. The janitor. Marcus nodded slowly. Right, Samuel. There was a pause, awkward but honest. Then, as if breaking years of silence, Marcus asked softly, do you ever feel like you're meant for more than what life gave you? Samuel blinked, unsure if he should even answer. But he did. All the time, sir. But I figured maybe, more, isn't about having everything, maybe it's about finding peace with what you already have. Marcus stared at him, stunned. It was the first real conversation he'd had in months. After that day, things changed in small, quiet ways. Marcus began showing up earlier, sometimes catching Samuel on his rounds. They'd talk about life, work, family. Samuel shared stories about his late wife and his son battling asthma. Marcus listened, really listened. One morning, Marcus left an envelope on the counter where Samuel kept his cleaning supplies. Inside was a letter. Greater than, you reminded me that humanity isn't found in boardrooms but in break rooms. You helped me see that respect isn't given by title, but by heart. M. And beneath it, a check. Not for a few hundred. Not even a few thousand. A life-changing amount, enough to pay off Samuel's debts, cover his son's medical bills, and start the small repair business he'd always dreamed of. When Samuel found it, tears blurred his eyes. He rushed upstairs to thank Marcus, but security said the CEO had left, on a sudden trip abroad. Months passed. Samuel opened Clean Start Services, a janitorial and maintenance company that hired struggling single parents and veterans. He hung that note, "I wish I could trade all of this for one honest friend," in a small frame near the front desk. One morning, as he was cleaning his own coffee machine, he heard a voice behind him. "Nice place you've built, Samuel." He turned. Marcus stood there, dressed simply this time, jeans, no suit. A quiet smile on his face. "You kept the note," Marcus said. Samuel nodded. "Because it reminded me that no matter how high we rise or how low we fall, we all just need someone to believe in us." Marcus chuckled softly. "Seems you found your more, Samuel." Samuel smiled. "Seems we both did, sir." The two shook hands, not as janitor and CEO, but as equals, as friends. And as the camera fades, Samuel's voice echoes softly. "Life isn't about titles or riches. It's about kindness, the kind that changes hearts, one act at a time."